we received funding for our heat bank program, and that allowed us to maintain staffing levels. We weren't really sure going into what our giving season is, if we were going to see donations come through this year, and we really weren't sure if we were going to be able to keep staffing levels the same as they were in previous years. And realizing that there was probably going to be a greater need for us to be able to help folks that were struggling with heat and hydro costs. And so this funding provided enough funds to be able to maintain staffing levels and to purchase energy conservation kits to give out to households in Haliburton County that needed a hand with better managing heat and hydro conservation, so being able to reduce their usage. Yeah, so Heat Bank works with households in Haliburton County that are struggling with heat and hydro related emergencies, including affordability. And so realizing that folks that are living on a low income are already stretching their dollars to the max. And looking at trying to cover hydro costs that can sometimes be in the $200 a month range. And then winter comes along and you've got oil bills, you've got propane bills, or you've got an even higher bill if you're heating with electricity. And so we also assist people that are struggling with firewood. So being able to help source firewood when emergencies come up. Particularly this time of year, it's extremely difficult to find seasoned wood. And so if you run out, there's not a lot of options for you. So at the beginning of the pandemic, in early days, we knew that this was going to be a matter of trying to get as much support out to people who may not have ever needed help before, and needing to be able to be there for community, both to address the emergencies related to heat and hydro, and also to be there to help connect them with other services, because they might not know where the local food bank is or how to access that. They might not know how to reach out to income supports like Ontario Works and EI. And just being there to help connect them with those resources, as well as help address any of the emergencies related to heat and hydro. So for our agency also delivers food services. And so early on, we made a couple changes in terms of offering delivery services for groceries for local residents, as well as getting food hampers from our food banks out to people if they were experiencing difficulties with transportation or needing to self-isolate. Our community cooks, which normally, I like to say it's like the more the merrier. They'll have community meals and invite everybody out, and back in those good old days, they were able to pivot and start doing frozen prepared meals to give out, both through our food bank and the local community as well. And with Heat Bank, our services are much the same as they were before, only just realizing that we do need to be more and more that connection piece for people who are reaching out and needing the link to other services as well. Well, from the beginning, I was just looking back. So United Way supported us at the very, very beginning, like the end of April. We signed an agreement for the emergency funding, which came through, I think, the New Horizons for Seniors. And it made me realize how ready and fast local services are. From our local volunteers who were like, okay, let's get some meals going and get food out to people, to the United Way, to you guys down there who very quickly were able to allocate money out to community agencies such as ours so that we were ready and able to respond. And so I think that just goes to speak to how resilient and ready all are in being able to just be there for people. So it's wonderful to feel like part of like this interconnection of like really a strong safety net for folks. Definitely assistance with food. I mean, it's kind of been the um, things dropped off in the summer when we saw CERB and other financial supports being available to the most amount of people. And then that definitely has picked up. Over December, we saw a 10% increase in the number of people needing assistance, particularly over Christmas. Um, and lately, in terms of heat and hydro, it's been a lot of folks that are struggling just managing the costs related to heating their homes. So this year, we also saw the carbon tax added to and to offset and to address the emergency in terms of climate change. So rightly so, but it's added that extra layer of concern for folks that are really struggling with stretching their dollars. Yeah, so we track the number of referrals that we give. We also track the number of people accessing our services and the number of times they've accessed. So somebody may walk through our door and need just one service and be okay. Other people may walk through the door and they may come through the door a couple, and I say come through the door virtually now. A couple times over the course of a year because they may need different services or different assistance. And so we track both the total number of people coming in and the number of services we've been able to offer, as well as the number of referrals. As well, this funding allowed us to purchase the energy conservation kits, and so we tracked the total number of kits that went out, and we're able to track the impact that way.
Perfect.
So with the energy kits specifically, being able to access those free kits, being able to keep their hydro bills and heating costs down, meant not having to spend as much money on heating and hydro, so that they could meet their food needs, possibly medication needs, childcare needs, whatever else may be needed in that household. It also means that they are supported with, we do internal referrals, so making sure that if somebody's in our area for the food bank and they've asked for help with heating and hydro, that we're also linking them with the food bank, so and vice versa, and being able to connect them with other community agencies as well, so that they feel the love and support that all of the community services in Haliburton County and beyond provide. Just our gratitude and appreciation for you guys at United Way. In the midst of total chaos, I am quite sure you were able to reach out to us and make sure that, and not just us, but agencies across Haliburton County and the City of Kawartha Lakes, to make sure that you were doing what you could to get money out the door and into the hands of people who needed it. So we greatly appreciate that.
Okay.